Than sliding, he is going to dive somewhat headlong into Bill's safety, Damar Hamlin, immediately going to the ground, does Tuah, and goes into that fencing response.
Now, Tuah just had one of the worst looking injuries we've seen in a while, and this is coming from someone who saw the Damar Hamlin injury. I also saw the Tuah first crazy concussion on the pitch, and just looking at this, guys, I was shocked. I was scared when I was watching the game. Like, I didn't even know if Tuah could ever play football again, and I'm still in shock and still asking the same question today, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this concussion looks scary. The way Tuah was acting, the way he was moving his hands, we were all in shock. We were afraid of what could possibly happen, and that's why today I kind of want to talk about what this means for Tuah, what this means for the Dolphins going forward. Can he actually come back this season? Can he actually be the quarterback that we've seen him be over the past couple of years? Can he even still play football again? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered, and we're going to try to answer those in today's video. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in that, my name is D. Consider sticking around for the rest of the video, and let's get right into it. Now, coming into the 2024 season, I saw the Dolphins as a team that could actually compete for things this year. They have a really good team, guys. Overall, their defense, yes, is not as good as last season, but the Dolphins overall have a decent team. They have Tyreek Hill, they have Jalen Waddle, they have a decent O-line. They even beat the Jaguars in their first game of the season, and the Jaguars is a pretty good team. So there is a lot of hype here with the Miami Dolphins, and that's why it's kind of sad to see that Tuah is getting this injury, because this year again is supposed to be that year where these guys can really come together and build that chemistry again. I mean, like, it's just sad to see, like, people like Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they weren't really doing much last night. The Bills defense was just over them the whole night, but that is not the worst case. The worst thing that would come out of that situation is to see your star quarterback go down like that. Like, when you're looking at the coach right now in Mike McDaniels, is like, what do you do? Because from the way Tuah went down, guys, we got to be honest, we might not see him for a couple of weeks at least, and if they're lucky enough, they could get him back this season. But again, a lot of feelings go out there to Tuah. Can he even play the game? Should he even be playing the game? Even if he wants to, is it safe to have him back on the field? What would another concussion do to him? And you don't have a quarterback behind Tuah that could actually have an impact on the game. What are you going to do now? Like, the Miami Dolphins, they are in shambles, and it's crazy that this is the case. Tuah has had a crazy injury with concussions. He has almost 5 concussions now in his career, and I don't think going forward we want to have this guy in situations where he could possibly be concussed. Tuah is a great player. We want him to succeed. We know he can take a team and lead them to wherever. He can lead them to the playoff, lead them to the Super Bowl. Tuah literally got one of the biggest contracts in the NFL, and this guy should be protected. He got to learn how to protect himself, especially with his history. So if it becomes the case that Tuah does come back, I don't want to ever see this on the football field, because, guys, I was scared. I was looking at this, and like, I didn't even want to picture what that meant. I didn't even want to picture what that was, because I was feeling it for myself. Like, what if I was in that situation? What if I was Tuah right there? How would I be feeling? One of the most important organs in my body, my brain, is going through this much trauma every day. Like, think about the future of Tuah here, guys. If you're a Miami Dolphins fan, you do want him to play again, but think about the future of this guy. Can he actually, like, function off of another concussion if that does happen? This is a grown man's league. This is the NFL, and people are saying there isn't a limit on concussions.
In no way would this like disqualify him from being able to continue playing football. There's not a set number of concussions that we keep track of. There could be some athletes who get disqualified after 1 concussion and others who might have 5, 6, 7, or 8.
Now, even if that is true and Tuah could return to his team and still play football, guys, this should be at least a message or a warning sign that maybe if Tuah does get another concussion, it might be done for him. With just this concussion, I'm considering him not even playing in the NFL again, because it looked scary what happened to him. But if he can come back, he really got to protect himself, and he really got to avoid those situations. The Dolphins are out here overpaying cornerbacks like Jalen Ramsey, just overpaying everybody on their freaking team. They haven't really built a core team yet, and to have their quarterback that they invested so much money into kind of not be a part of the team for however long this is going to be, it does suck for the team, and I do feel bad for them. But the important thing here is Tuah's safety and his health, and I do hope he can recover, and I hope this doesn't have any long-term lasting effect on him even after retirement. So, guys, let me know what you think about the situation. What do you think about Tuah? Without further yaps, peace out, bye-bye, love you guys. Mwah.